Imagine this. Fire is raining down from the sky. Everything you've ever known, your home, your friends, your entire city, is being destroyed. You're running for your life with your family, but in a moment of disobedience, your wife looks back and instantly turns into a pillar of salt. Now it's just you and your daughters, lost and afraid. You were told to flee to the mountains, but that feels too far, too uncertain. So instead, you beg to stay in a small, insignificant town, Zoar. That's exactly what happened to Lot, and many of us are living in our own Zoar today. Zoar isn't just a place, it's a mindset. It's the comfort zone we settle in when fear tells us to stop trusting God's plan. But here's the danger. When you settle in Zoar, you isolate yourself from community, from growth, and from God's best. At first, Zoar seemed safe, but Lot was still afraid. So instead of moving toward healing, he ran deeper into isolation, into a cave with his daughters. Proverbs 18:1 says, "Whoever isolates himself seeks his own desire. He breaks out against all sound judgment." Lot's fear and isolation affected his entire family. His daughters, having no connection to the outside world, made a terrible decision, one that came from desperation and brokenness. This is what happens when we let fear drive us into hiding. We cut ourselves off from wisdom, from support, and from the people God has placed in our lives to help us. But here's the beautiful part. Even in the midst of bad choices and brokenness, God was still working. From Lot's oldest daughter came Moab, and generations later a woman named Ruth, a Moabite, became part of Jesus' lineage. This is proof that no mistake, no fear, and no wrong turn is too big for God to redeem. Maybe your Zoar is that job you're afraid to leave. That relationship you know isn't God's best. That dream you've put on hold because stepping out in faith feels too risky. But God is calling you higher. He is saying, don't settle. Don't let fear make your decisions. Don't isolate yourself when you need community the most. So here's my question for you. What's your Zoar? And what's one step you can take today to leave it behind? And if this message spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's step out of Zoar and into God's purpose together.